Smart doorbells are definitely all the rage at the moment because, as with most smart products, they just make life that much easier. And today I'm bringing you the J10 Plus from XTU, which has a number of features that are going to help this doorbell to be a great choice. The XTU did send this sample out to me so that I could record this video for you folks. Now, what I'm really excited about with this model is the fact it has a perpetually free cloud storage option that allows you to save up to 6-second clips, which for most cases is going to be more than sufficient. Now, there are options if you want to upgrade in order to go for a paid for subscription. You'll be able to store longer clips, but the fact that there is that free option is definitely something that makes this stand out. So inside the box, we have the instruction manual along with a couple of stickers. The doorbell itself, which straight away feels to be quite premium. It's got a bit of weight to it, this has, and it is made of strong stuff as this is IP66 rated, meaning it's going to be absolutely fine to leave out even when it's raining. We also have the chime, and then we have a little pouch here with what looks to be a sticky mount, the USB-C charging cable, and a little screwdriver and some screws as well. And using that included screwdriver will allow us to remove the screw at the base here in order to gain access to the mount so that we can install this onto the wall next to the door, and then obviously we can mount the doorbell back onto it. Now, when it comes to mounting this back on the mount, okay, you can actually angle it up to 5 different ways. So that means that obviously this is going to be flush against the wall. You can still position the doorbell with the camera to capture the best image. Now, the app you want to download is known as More Cam. However, there is also a code in the book here. If you just scan that with your phone's camera, then it will take you directly to the app page to download it. And all I'm going to do here is select scan code to add. And then on the back of the doorbell, there is another code. I can scan that with my camera app here. And hopefully you can see that is now flashing red, indicating that we are going through the connection process. So the reset device button is just up by the USB-C charger, and I'm just going to use the included screwdriver there to push that down. That will reset it after holding it in for a few seconds. And then we just need to follow the instructions to connect the doorbell to the Wi-Fi. And once I've put the password in for the Wi-Fi, it's just going to take a minute or two to actually connect the doorbell system to the home network. Okay, and we're done. So I'll be honest, that was simple enough. Now we can actually get this system installed. So as you can see, I managed to get the mount installed there on the wall right next to the door, which was really easy to do. I just need to mount the doorbell/cam into the mount. And that also was really easy to do. And I have got it angled, as you can see, so it's going to give us the best view for when we have visitors at our door. And just to show you some of that footage there as to what we can see on the app once somebody does ring the doorbell. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good clear image. So the camera is working absolutely fine. Let's test out some of the other features. And so of course we do have the chime, which I showed you. And before we actually test this out, let me just show you some of the settings. So we can adjust the volume, and when you change the settings, it will give you an audio preview. So this is the volume. Okay, so 3 settings there. Put that back to the loudest setting. And we can also change the actual jingle itself. So now what happens when a visitor actually rings the bell? Well, first of all, obviously we've got the chime here. So that will set that off. But more excitingly, let's see what happens with the app. So a visitor comes and rings the bell, and then my phone will start ringing. Now, this isn't a phone call, this is a doorbell call, and I can choose to reject it if I want, or I can go ahead and answer it or leave a message. So let's go ahead and answer. And I can see who is at the door. In my case, it's me. And if this sounds a little weird, that's because as I'm speaking into my phone, the audio is coming out of the doorbell as well. So now that the doorbell cam is installed, let's go ahead and just run through some of the other features of the app. Right now, of course, I've only got that one device installed, so I can see it under all devices. But if I had more devices set up as part of this app, I could organise them into different rooms. But for now, let's go ahead and tap the play button on the actual device we have got installed. We can see straight away the video stream does pop up there, the live view video stream. And we have a number of options. I can easily take a screenshot of the current view, or I could start recording the current view if I wish to save that video directly to my mobile device. Let's just stop that there. And there are some other features as well, such as the intercom, which will allow me to speak to whoever's at the door. Hello, can you just leave the package there, please? And we can also set up motion detection as well. Now, there are several sensitivity settings we can set to this. So if I just turn that on, you can see those settings there. And we can even enable the AI humanoid detection mode, which is going to be really helpful. That will stop you getting notified for like cars driving past or animals, for example. So I'm going to leave those settings on default for the time being. Now, depending on your network connection, you can select the QHD, which is the higher definition video live feed, or you can select standard definition, which will give you a slightly more pixelated look to the footage, and it will also consume less battery life. So double-edged sword as to which mode you want to use. Now, right now it's daytime, but at night time the infrared will kick off, so we'll still get visible views as to what's happening even in the pitch black. But overall, setup was an absolute breeze, as you witnessed. It took about 5-10 minutes to get the app installed, set up, and to actually get the door cam on the door itself, so no problems there whatsoever. And the features also seem more than satisfactory. The video feed is coming through very clear, very sharp, really impressed with that. And even though we've got a lot of bush action there, so we can't see a whole lot, the actual camera does use a wide angle view. So if you are more out in the open, you are going to be able to see a whole lot in your video. So definite first impressions of the J10 Plus are positive, but I'll be looking forward to putting this through its paces and seeing how it performs over the coming weeks and months. But hopefully this video has been a bit of a first look for you guys, and it has been helpful as well, I hope. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.